One day, Pony and the girl were playing by the stream. Pony and the girl always enjoyed each other's company. They were playing hide and seek, and it was the girl's turn to hide. Pony could count fine, but sometimes he got the numbers in the wrong order, and sometimes he repeated the same number many, many times, till he forgot why he was counting. Whoosh! A hummingbird buzzed right by Pony's nose. It was so beautiful, but Pony's eyes were made of old buttons, and he couldn't see it clearly once it got a few feet away. Pony followed the hummingbird to get a better look. The hummingbird went very fast, but Pony was fast too, and he could keep up. As he followed, he grew more and more fascinated by this strange bird bee, and completely forgot that he had been playing hide and seek. Pony followed the hummingbird for a very long time. He followed it over the bridge and through the apple orchard. He followed it over the hill and the next hill and the next. He had never been this far before, but he didn't even notice. Every time he got a little closer to the bird, he got more excited. He was walking through a strange field far from home when he heard a loud snap. It felt like something had bitten his leg. He looked down to realize that he had stepped on a bear trap. It had cut off half of his left front leg, but Pony's a stuffed animal, so it didn't hurt at all. Pony thought it was silly to step in a bear trap. He wasn't a bear. He laughed and picked it up his leg in his mouth to take it with him. He looked around but didn't know where he was. He called for the girl, but she was not here. He was in a strange place that he had never seen before. He was very frightened, and he smiled again. He liked being frightened. But then he remembered the hide-and-seek game. The girl must still be hiding. Then he became very sad. He did not like being sad. He had to get back home and find the girl. Pony smelled which way was home and headed that direction. He hadn't traveled far when storm clouds began to gather. Then the wind picked up. Pony knew it might rain, but he didn't have time to seek shelter. He needed to find the girl before she got soaked and caught a cold. He came to the top of a hill and noticed that his mane was sticking up. He hadn't had time to wonder why before a bolt of lightning hit him in the head. Pony fell down stunned for a few minutes. When he regained his senses, he realized that now his right front leg was wobbly and didn't work right. The lightning had fried his stuffing a little. He couldn't walk on either of his front legs, so now he had to walk on his hind legs like the girl usually did. He felt silly, but he got good at it very quickly and started making good time. After some time, he came upon the path and knew he was getting close. Just one more hill through the orchard and over the bridge and he could find the girl. He saw Mr. and Mrs. Bunny's house, but knew he had no time to see his little friends today. Just then a tiny voice called out, "Pony, have you come for a visit? Where is the girl?" asked Mrs. Bunny. "I can't stay right now, Mrs. Bunny. I got lost and the girl is still hiding, waiting for me to find her," answered Pony politely. "You can stay to hear a song we wrote to thank you for helping us gather food, can't we?" asked Mrs. Bunny. It was such a sweet offer that Pony smiled and stopped to hear the song. The bunnies always wrote the most beautiful songs and he knew it would only take a minute, but this song was especially pretty and happy. Before he knew it, he was dancing on his hind legs, still being new to standing erect and still a little off balance from the lightning strike. Pony stepped funny and twisted his left rear leg around the wrong way. Pony knew that the bunnies would feel responsible if they knew, so he pretended it was fine and danced till the song was over. He thanked the bunnies for the lovely gift and waited until he was around the bend before he started hopping on one leg. He whistled a beautiful song all the way down the hill. He whistled it all the way through the apple orchard and over the bridge. He hopped in time with the song, laughing at how funny he must look hopping home on his one good leg. He got back to the field and looked for the girl, all of the best hiding spots, but she was nowhere to be found. He had let the girl down and left her waiting for him. Now she was gone and he didn't know if she was all right or not. He became very worried. All of a sudden the front door swung open and the girl came running out. She ran up to Pony and gave him a big hug. Her mother had made her go in for dinner, but she had been looking out the window for Pony to return. She knew he'd be okay. She always knew how lucky he was. "Pony, you're a mess. We have to fix you up," said the girl. They went right to the barn and the girl got out a needle and thread. She turned his left rear leg back the right way and sewed his left front leg back on. She put new stuffing in his right front leg and petted him and brushed him until he was dry. When she was finished, she pulled out a small box from her pocket. "I got you a present," she said, taking 2 shiny new buttons out of the little box. She took off Pony's old button's eyes and sewed on the new ones. They were beautiful. "There, now you can see the hummingbirds and other things, even if they're far away." When they walked outside, the rain had stopped and the clouds were clearing. Pony and the girl went up on the hill and looked at everything. It was the first time that Pony could see the individual colors of the rainbow. They sat there together until very late, and the girl showed Pony all the stars and constellations that she knew. The girl was right. Pony was very lucky indeed.